Do you know how amazing the old animations from 30 years ago are? Today I will bring you a beautiful girl magical animation, Princess Psychic, with a beautiful style and a lily plot. On a mysterious night, the heroine Tiara has arrived on Earth. She is a magical girl from the world of Guardians. She is good at using psychic transformation. Her mission is to track down the lost magical creature, the Seed of Urit. The person who stole the Seed of Urit happened to be the heroine's ex-boyfriend Huayue did this all to save her sister Shero. Also coming to the Earth with the heroine was a cute little animal named Gabalu, who was the closest to the heroine Tiara. Partner, whenever Tiara falls asleep, her soul will enter a dream world, where she will always see the hero's sister, Sarah. Sarah is the heroine's best friend who grew up together. The two have a very deep relationship in dreams. Zongsaro told Tiara that it is not easy to regain the Seed of Urit, but I believe you can do it. In order to hide her true identity, the heroine transformed into an ordinary transfer student in school. She unexpectedly met a girl. Second Reina, a girl who also comes from the Guardian world, was once the heroine's childhood playmate, but she has always had a strong sense of competition with the heroine. Late one night, the heroine's small animal partner captured the Seed of Urit. While searching for the breath, a sudden flute sound blocked their way. The other party was none other than the second female lead, Reina. She was originally one of the guardians of the Seed of Urit, and was sent to take back the Seed of Urit. In the end, Earth ended up choosing to join Huayu's camp, because he fell in love with the male protagonist Huayu. The two were jealous, and the two of them used their psychic skills almost at the same time. An ancient and mysterious power filled the air, and they summoned it. There was a fierce confrontation between gods and demons in the night sky. At this moment, the male protagonist suddenly appeared and used an ability called neutralization on the two of them, which can temporarily deprive the effectiveness of all magic. The male protagonist did not come out to attack the female protagonist. After explaining what he said, he turned around and knew that the second female protagonist liked him, but he refused to accept her just because he was an out-and-out girl controller. That night, the female protagonist and her younger sister met again in a dream, and the younger sister took of the beads were given to the heroine and told her that the answer she wanted was actually in her hands. The next day, the second heroine made an appointment with the heroine to persuade her to return to the Guardian world and talk about the Seed of Root and Huayue. She will find a way to solve the problem. Although the heroine disagrees, and even despises the second heroine's behavior of betraying the mission for the sake of an affair. Due to the disagreement, the atmosphere between the two suddenly became tense. The second heroine's partner Li Yang usually always looks down on the heroine. The second noble daughter did not hesitate to stand up and apply to fight. Next, the heroine showed a beautiful transformation, like a fairy descending to the mortal world. This transformation process is undoubtedly the most beautiful part of the whole film. The war between the two sides was in full swing. The male protagonist Huayu appeared again. He once again used his comprehensive ability to swallow everyone's magic instantly. He told the female protagonist that he could not return the Seed of Loot for the time being. As for the reason, he said he could not say it for a while. It seems that the heroine is the villain and is isolated by everyone. Li Yang also reminds the heroine that he cannot use magic now, and it is impossible to defeat Huayu. Although he has the ability to defeat the synthesizer, the second heroine has already given him instructions in advance. The heroine must never ask Huayue that she wants to see the hero's sister, Shero. The hero refuses to explain the reason, then turns around and leaves the hero's home. There is a landscape painting hidden in the hero's home. This painting turns out to be the heroine's. His sister Shero, who is looking for the Seed of Root, is actually trapped in this painting. The male protagonist has the ability to eliminate all magic, but has no ability to save his sister. So the daughter decided to use her own psychic skills to try. The hero's sister was rescued from the painting. However, the power of the Seed of Urit was too powerful, and soon, the sister was forcibly dragged into the painting. The weak daughter collapsed to the ground. When she woke up, she told the hero about the moment just now. She seemed to feel the will of the Seed of Urit, which showed that this holy object was actually thoughtful. That night, the sister worriedly told the heroine that they might not be able to meet again in the future because the Seed of Urit seemed to particularly like her. At the same time, I hope the heroine can help her brother. Looking at her sister's weak appearance, the heroine's heart is full of distress. She does not hesitate to follow her sister and jump into the lake. The sister reminds the heroine to be careful. The forest heroine wakes up from her dream. After arriving, she couldn't help but feel a little sad. In fact, she knew that the Seed of Urit was a painting, but she had never seen the real object. She told her that her sister was actually in that painting. She was the chosen synthesizer and needed to be with Urit throughout her life. With the special seed together, the heroine finally understood the true purpose of the male protagonist to seize the Seed of Urit. With the help of her partner, the heroine finally found the Seed of Urit. The scenery in the painting actually matched the scenery in her dream. The heroine tried to communicate with her sister, but unexpectedly, she was swallowed by the Seed of Urit. When the heroine woke up, she found herself in a withered forest. She suddenly remembered that this was the forest that her sister reminded her to be careful in her dream. The heroine did not see her sister here, but unexpectedly met her other self. The other person's eyes were full of resentment and provocation, as if she was the heroine's inner demon. She kept asking the heroine why you never thought you were wrong. You clearly know, sister. Just in the Seed of Urit, You just pretended not to know because you just want to be a good person, right? The two sides started a fierce duel. In the end, the heroine successfully defeated the inner demon. Suddenly, her sister Cheryl appeared, and the two of them interacted with each other. They were telling each other how much they missed each other. However, in the blink of an eye, the younger sister suddenly turned into the second female lead. In the blink of an eye, the second female lead turned into the male lead again. He kept tempting her in the ear of the female lead, hoping that she would stay here, but the female lead was about to fall. At that time, the real male protagonist appeared. It turned out that everything just now was an illusion from the seat of Urit. The male protagonist wanted to ask the other party to return her sister to her. However, just coming here had exhausted her. The real sister appeared at the critical moment. She relied on her